Have you seen Breaking Bad? Oh my god, you have to watch it! It's so, oh my god, it's the greatest television show in the history of the world and sliced bread. If you haven't watched Breaking Bad, you probably had that conversation with someone, because I have. That's how I got to start watching Breaking Bad. Today I would like to talk with you about Breaking Bad because there's only one more episode of the series, which a lot of people are calling the best thing to ever happen to humanity. I don't know if it's that good. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. The premise of Breaking Bad is that Walter White, a high school chemistry teacher, is diagnosed with cancer, thinks he's gonna die really soon. He's worried about what's gonna happen to his family after he dies, so he starts cooking and selling meth. And things kind of get out of control from there, and he, as the title suggests, begins to go from good to Breaking Bad. You know me, my arch nemesis is a spoiler, so I'm not going to spoil you on anything, but I do want to talk about my favorite things about the show. A lot of TV shows, especially ones on cable, have really high production values, and that includes wonderful cinematography, and I think that Breaking Bad is right at the top of that game. And even when Breaking Bad is not using an awesome time-lapse shot to encompass the natural beauty of the desert, you are able to really get a feel for the location, and that is a huge testament to the cinematography, because they do really cool artsy shots, but you never lose the flow of the story, and I really dig that about the show. If Breaking Bad is not the most well-written show on television, I don't know what is, because it is consistently brilliant and gut-wrenching, and you identify with it, and you hate the characters and you love the characters. I absolutely love every word and every turn of phrase that comes out of people's mouths, because they're so real, they're so gritty, yet so operatic. Writing is nothing without the actors. These actors take these scripts and bring them to life in such a visceral and powerful way. I am constantly impressed. Now here's a tiny spoiler. It's a very small spoiler. If you do watch the show, the character of Jesse, who is a central character throughout the entire series, was apparently supposed to be killed off in the first season, right at the beginning of the show. And they didn't do that because they found out that Aaron Paul was such a powerful actor. And people who knew Bryan Cranston from Malcolm in the Middle might not have realized that he had it in him to become this megalomaniacal, power-hungry drug kingpin. And that's Breaking Bad. Last night at the Emmys, Anna Gunn was rewarded for turning in a quiet and incredibly moving performance as Skylar. They're so good. The actors are they commit to it in a way that I don't think a lot of actors do on television. And the actors are bringing to life these characters who are unlike anything we have ever seen. The idea that a Walter White and a Jesse Pinkman, it's like an Odd Couple times a million. The fact that Bob Odenkirk turns in such incredible performances as Saul Goodman, that we've never seen characters like this in this type of situation before. It's almost like someone took a family sitcom with the wacky neighbor, the screw-up kid from next door, and turned it into the darkest, grittiest drama on television. And when we do see characters that you would expect to see in this type of show, like Hank, Isaac Schrader, he is not what you would expect. It's never the easy characterization, it's never the easy archetype. You're always looking beneath the surface at these characters and getting that there is so much more to them than what you might have expected when you first met them. And that is what I love most about the show, because while I enjoy shows like Game of Thrones and Homeland, these are shows that set the stakes at the world ending if our characters don't complete their journey. But with Breaking Bad, the stakes are always small. They're always one man's life, one family's fate, or if a drug deal goes right or wrong. It's never saving the world, and yet I feel more invested in what happens to these characters, to this city, to this man and his family and his psyche than I could really ever feel when we're just talking about saving the world again. And I think that is such an interesting and powerful message that there's almost a fatigue that comes with the fact that the stakes have to be so high, they have to be astronomical for everything that we watch. And I think Breaking Bad shows us that that does not always have to be the case, because the stakes are exactly as high as you allow them to be. And for Breaking Bad, the stakes are just how bad can Walt break? I hope that you guys enjoyed the finale this week. I am very excited about it. Let me know in the comments if you like Breaking Bad, if you watch it, if you don't watch it. And if you do, let me know what your favorite parts of the show are. No spoilers. I hope that you're having a swell day. I will see you on Thursday, and until then, be brilliant.